Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Wenger. I'm the health educator at the Blue Ridge Poison Center, and I'm here with our medical director, Dr. Christopher Holstege. And Dr. Holstege, you've been treating people as an emergency room physician and a toxicologist for over 2 decades, yes?
Yes, I have been.
So I imagine you have treated your fair share of black widow spider bites.
Have, absolutely.
We have a black widow spider with us today, and Dr. Holstege's going to talk to us a little bit about her. So I hear she was found under a concrete bird bath. Is that a typical location, and where else might you find black widow spiders?
Yeah, they like to be underneath things, and they like to be low to the ground typically, but they're all throughout Virginia. And so places like wood piles with decaying wood, and garages where things are stored, they have really shoddy looking webs, and they look like they're abandoned webs, and but not necessarily abandoned.
So not the pretty circles like when we think of Charlotte's Web.
No,
that
not
kind
at
of web?
all.
Okay.
No.
So how do you know that this is a black widow spider?
One is the size and the shape. It's a female. The males are brown and smaller. It has a large body, as you can see, and it has red markings typically underneath, and they talk about the hourglass, but also on the back, as this one has. But very black, shiny. There's no other spider that looks quite like this.
All right, so if they're found all over the state of Virginia, there must be a lot of bites reported to the Poison Center, yeah?
No, actually, there's, last year we had 17 bites that were reported to the Poison Centers, and we hear about the majority of them. And then this year so far we've had 9.
That doesn't sound like a large number of bites.
Not for how many spiders there are in the Commonwealth and how many people we have.
So what happens when a black widow spider bites you?
People have described a pinprick sensation. So they're one of the few spiders that can penetrate the skin. They can inject a venom that then causes redness around the site. That can get really sweaty then, which is a strange and unique thing to black widow bites. And then as the venom follows what's called the lymphatics, you start to get cramping in the area, and then if it's a significant bite and enough venom is injected, it might go to the whole body. And if you think about the worst Charlie horse you've ever had, it's like that, but multiple muscles of your body. It's not a comfortable feeling.
That sounds really painful.
No, it is, and they've described it as such, as being very painful.
So what should someone do if they suspect that they have been bitten by a black widow spider?
Well, representing the Poison Centers, I would call the Poison Center first. It's free
Call
advice.
the Poison Center.
And the nurses can talk you through it. Then it's a matter of how those symptoms develop. Some people may feel that they got bit or had the spider encounter, but nothing occurs, and they may just be able to stay at home. But if they start getting symptoms, then they're going to have to go to a hospital that can manage. That might be to an emergency department.
Okay. And how many people die from black widow spider bites?
Virtually no one. So the Poison Center's been keeping data on this for a long time, and there's no deaths that I'm aware of from a black widow spider bite. It would be pretty rare. It's potentially the extremes of age or people have other medical problems, but you may feel miserable, have a lot of cramps, but you don't typically die from this.
Okay, so if you get bit, stay calm, call the Poison Center. They'll tell you what to do so that you can manage the symptoms. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any advice for preventing a black widow spider bite?
Yeah, it's realizing that these spiders are all around, and things such as, like, if I'm going to work in the wood pile, I'm going to wear gloves. I'm not going to put my hands in dark places where I can't see where they're going. If I have shoes in the garage that have been there for a long time, I'm going to check to make sure there's not a spider in its web in the shoe. There's been some interesting scenarios that we've had with bites in the past, but just being careful where you put your hands, where you put your feet.
Okay. So you heard it here. Call the Poison Center if you need us. It's 1-800-222-1222. It's a free call. We're here 24 hours a day, every single day. Thanks.
Welcome.